welcome to Wednesday's edition of your Built With Anywhere workout, where if you have a dumbbell, you have a trainer. So, on today's pieces, what we have are two 12-minute AMRAPs, as many reps as possible. On these two workouts, you're gonna have to have one dumbbell, obviously at least. If you have two, it's even better. And they also can be different weights as well, depending on it. So right now, we're gonna cover part one, and which will be listed right here. So part one is this. We're gonna do 5 no push-up burpees, all right? So with our set of dumbbells right here, we're gonna accomplish that task. So here's what we do. And again, I'm gonna show you if you only have one as well, what you're gonna do at home. So a no push-up burpee, I'm gonna go down, my hands are gonna touch those dumbbells, I'm gonna kick out, and then I'm gonna kick back in, get my back flat, chest tall, and I'm gonna stand those up, okay? There's no jump on it or anything along those lines. Back down, okay, kick out, back in. It's 2, right? We're gonna do 5 of those. From the side, it looks like this. I go down, kick those legs back out, full push-up position, no push-up, come back in, chest gets set nice and tight, come up, stand, back down, boom, back up, and stand, okay? So after my 5th one, what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna take one of your dumbbells, you're gonna place it overhead, you're gonna push nice and tall, so you're fully extended on that right arm, and your left arm is gonna be down the side. This is a waiter's carry and a farmer's carry mixed together. And you're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. If you're doing this outside, you can walk for 10 meters or about 60 feet, okay? So once that 30 seconds is done and that 60 meters is done, they come back down again, and now what we're doing is we're doing another 5 of those push-up, no push-up burpees. So again, down, out, back up, stand, boom, back down, kick out, back up, and stand, okay? So now I've done 5 more of those. Now I bring the other arm up, holding that for 30 seconds. Making sure that elbow is nice and locked out, long, okay? Everything's nice and straight, and we just hold that for 30 seconds. 30 seconds goes by, comes back down, boom. Then you're gonna go into box jump overs. If you don't have a box, you're just gonna be doing tuck jumps. So I'm gonna demo that because most of you don't have a box, okay? But I'll demo again here in the video. You're gonna see me right now. I'm doing some box jump overs here, cool. So on tuck jumps, we're just looking at 15 tuck jumps. You're gonna jump high, boom, reset, okay? Really working on jumping high, getting those knees high. You're gonna do that for 15 times. If you can't do that because you got some lower leg injury stuff going, then you're gonna do 15 step-ups on a bench, on a chair, whatever you got at home to get some of that motion into it, okay? Awesome. So let's go back to second and let's talk about the 1 dumbbell scenario. So on a 1 dumbbell scenario on this, you're still gonna do your burpee, okay? Burpee, no push-up with a dumbbell. You're just gonna go down. You can see my right hand is on that dumbbell. I kick back in, and now I'm doing a suitcase deadlift on one arm. Back down, 5 of those. After my 5th one, I'm just gonna do that waiter's carry, okay? So cool. The other thing you can do is, let's say you have 2 different weights on this, on that carry aspect. So I've got a heavy kettlebell here. I'm gonna keep my kettlebell on my left arm, lighter dumbbell on the right arm, and this could be another different challenging way of doing this waiter's carry and also farmer's carry, right? Goes back down, dumbbell goes over there, okay? Switch arms, okay? No push up, caught myself, okay? Like that, all right? Then I do the same thing on the other side, and I hold this now, right? So that is part 1 of this workout. Part 2 is coming up right now. All right, let's start part 2. So for part 2, we're gonna go through our Turkish Get Up, all right? So for the Turkish Get Up, we're gonna practice without a dumbbell right now, and we're gonna work on basically the cup of water on top of your fist method, okay? So when we do Turkish Get Up, we want to do this, all right? Whatever hand we're going to use on the Turkish Get Up is the leg that's going to go up as well, okay? So right arm's up, right leg is up here, okay? So that's our starting position. We're going to imagine that a glass of water is being balanced on top of my fist. So if I get this way, go this way, that water's going down. Water's spilling, right? Water's spilling. I want to have that right going directly towards the ceiling. That's what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to switch sides now. So what you have is that when we start this motion, we're going to drive through this foot that's on the ground flat. We're going to push through that heel, punch the sky, and we're going to get ourselves onto our palm right here. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the hip, and now we're into a side plank. With our side plank like so, then we sweep that knee in. That's going to allow us to raise our chest up, get ourselves nice and straight. We're in a lunge position, an overhead lunge position, and we're going to stand up. From there, we'll step back down, same leg that was there. Now here's a lot of things where people make mistakes. Instead of leaning directly sideways, like that, and restacking that fist over shoulder over fist, we have now, most people do this. They look at their dumbbell and they lean back. We don't want to do that. We just want to lean over, get this position. Now, the other thing, if you watch my back foot, I'm going to rotate it in, and that's going to allow me to now just sweep it through and sit down. I'm still on the heel on this foot, then I let my arm slide out, and I'm back on the ground. So in full motion, it looks like so. Up to my hand, sweep my leg through, raise my chest, stand up, looking at my dumbbell the whole time, because that's the only thing that can hurt me during this motion. Stepping back, palm flat, turn my foot in, down to the ground, slide my hand out, and now I'm back to start. So that's how the motion of the Turkish Get Up would go. You'd switch and do the same thing on the other side. We are in this workout again. This is a 12-minute AMRAP again, but what we're doing is we're doing 4 Turkish Get Ups. That's 2 on each arm. You can partition it however you want, okay? So if you want to do 1, 1, 1, 1, that's cool. If you want to do all 2 on one arm, then all 2 on the other arm, that's cool as well, okay? So let's talk about picking up your dumbbell safely and correctly. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to reach out and then try to internally rotate this thing and do this pull in like that, right? I can put a lot of strain on our shoulder. We don't want that at all. So what we want to do is grab the dumbbell, roll my chest on top of it, and then once my chest is on top of it, roll back with 2 hands, get set, right up, right? Push the sky, use both hands to get it nice and stabilized, and now I'm set to start my Turkish Get Up. But when I want to switch arms, let's say I did 1 rep and I came back down, and I want to switch to the other side. Okay, I roll over and let it fall. Now the best way to do this is to just shift your body to the other side, right? That's way easier to do than actually to do any of these weird things that I see people do, which is I get here, I come down, and I want to switch sides. So what do? You're laboring breath, and you put a heavy weight on your stomach and your chest. That makes breathing a lot easier. Bad idea, okay? So, you can also, if you want to, you can bring it around your head. I don't suggest you do that. It takes a lot more effort than anything else. But just don't bring it over the top of your body towards your heart and towards your stomach, okay? So that's a safe way of getting that dumbbell up, and also to switch sides on it as well, okay? So after we get 4 of those done, we're gonna go into pistols, okay? So we've done a pistol workout, workout as well already, and we went through some different substitutions already on that. So we're not gonna go too much into it. I'm gonna dive into just the different subs that you can do, but I'm not gonna go into a lot of points of performance on this. Okay, so the first one you have is this. You can do a slight bit of a split stance. So see how I just put 1 foot just slightly back like that? It's not really touching too much on the ground. I have all my weight in my left leg. I just let myself drop all the weights into that left foot, and then I push back up to the left foot. Switch, a little motion like that. Down, push back up. Right? Just doing little changes we're going to just use this for balance, okay? That's one way. Another way is to take that same foot now, this is the harder version, place it behind the other heel, and what you do is you give yourself a little balance that way, hands out, down to my squat, and then back up. Switch legs again, so you can see what I'm doing here. Down, under control, push back up, and stand. 12 of those, right? That's another option. Another option is, give me 1 second. Another option is to use a bench, okay? So with your bench, or a chair, or your couch, whatever you got, you can do the same thing. I break my foot out in front of me. I'm just gonna put my hands out, sit back under control, let that butt touch, push back up through that heel. Switch legs. Again, same thing. Down, push back up. 12 of those. After you finish those 12, you have an option to do double unders for 45 reps, single unders for 45 reps, or jumping jacks for 45 reps. That is what you have for your second 12-minute AMRAP. You have 3 different exercises. Complete as many times as you can on that second one. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Have a good one.